Alright guys, so it's the next day. It's really early in the morning. But first thing this morning, I wanted to get the e-brake cable working. And if you remember, on the driver's side yesterday, I showed you the cable. It looked great. Everything looked, or the passenger side, sorry. Everything looked great. Didn't see any breaks in the cable. Well, the passenger side this morning, while I was working on it, I noticed that there was no return really out of that e-brake. Well, what I found was a break in the passenger side e-brake. So, and the driver's side e-brake cable, when you pull the lever up, it puts good tension on it, but it doesn't return when you put the e-brake lever down as quickly as it should, so it comes unhooked inside the car. So we're just going to replace them both. I mean, they already have them, they already paid for them. I was just kind of hoping to be able to save them a little bit of money. So the way these come off is, this right here is a tube that runs into the car. You'll take it out here, take it off these clips, and unhook it at the caliper. So I'll go ahead and get everything unhooked, get it off, and I'll most likely need a, what the heck is this? Old broken zip tie. But I'll go ahead and get it pulled off, and whenever I go to unhook it from the caliper, I'll show you how that goes and how to pull it out of this tube. But it'll most likely be a lot easier if it's not attached, getting it out of this well, maybe not. See, it just pulls out of this tube, and I'll just bring you guys along really quick. So inside here, alright, so this one right here is the one we're trying to remove. So we unhook it from the linkage there. Now, ooh, I'm falling. Now, it'll just slide completely out of that tube, and the new one will go straight into that tube. So, requires a little finesse. I don't know if I'll be able to do it with one hand. Alright, so you guys get the gist of it, and then you just pull it through the tube. It's a little bit difficult to do it with one hand, so I'll bring you guys back when I get it out and we're pulling it off the e-brake, or I mean the caliper, and I'll show you how we do that as well. We've gotten the e-brake cable unhooked. We've gotten the e-brake cable unhooked and pulled out of the tube. We've got it all but the caliper mount. See, here's the cable here. So there's a keeper pin right here. Most of the time you can just get a screwdriver under it and they pop right out. Let's see if we can do this with one hand. Oh yeah. So here's the clip. Now what you're going to want to do is also, now this requires two hands, is to push this bracket down so that you can get this ball out. So let's see if we can I really hope you guys can see this, because that would be awesome. Alright. Let's see how we can get.
Everybody, don't want to touch the ground.
If we can get enough slack. We're not worried about this boot right here at all, really. It's part of the new, this boot right here is part of the new brake cable, so it's not vital to keep it safe and unharmed. Oh. Hey Bentley, will you grab me them vice grips up there on the workbench?
What?
The vice grips on the workbench, will you grab vice grips? Looks like a pair of pliers, but it's got dang it, I wish I knew what color the handle was. It's got a little lever on on the handle.
Is it yellow?
I don't know, is it? I really wish I could get in there.
Don't want to touch the ground. Don't want to touch the ground. I caught it on my head. Don't want to touch the ground right there, time we stop. No.
There we go. Alright, and then once you have that out, it just pulls right out. Whew! That was a job right there. That was kind of a bear to come in and out of there. So, we'll get the new cable and get it put in. You saw how it came out. I don't think I really need to show you how it goes in. It's the exact opposite of how we just took it out. Instead of unhooking everything, you're just hooking it up, which is the easy part because you're working with new stuff, not old stuff. Alright, so we've got the new e-brake cable installed. I wanted to show you this just so you weren't alarmed. Now mind you, this e-brake is not hooked up in the car yet to the lever. It's not adjusted. So you'll have quite a bit of slack. Now once you get the e-brake cable pulled tight inside the car and hooked up in the car, it should pull this slack right out of it. So that's what we're going to do now. We're just going to get the slack out of it. Make sure it is the right size before we move further. Gabriel wants to say hi to you guys.
Hi.
Say what's up, YouTube.
What's up, YouTube?
Alrighty guys, I'm going to get after this. Make sure this is the right one. Alright, so we got the e-brake hooked up. I want to show you in the car what it looks like. So, down in there, here and here are the e-brake cables. So e-brake's down. That one. That tire's got a bad valve stem. Tire rotates. The e-brake hasn't worked in so long that they're a little bit stiff. But the more we work it, probably puts a little bit of lubricant on the bracketry, and it'll free up a little bit more. But tire turns, pull the e-brake, that ain't going nowhere. Same with this one. This one's a little bit more freed up than the other one when the e-brake is off. But the e-brake didn't work for so long, those brackets just kind of seized up. Now that they're moving again, you got to break all that, I guess you could call it corrosion. Got to break all the corrosion loose on it. I'm going to put a little bit of lithium in the joints of the bracketry just to free everything up so everything moves smoothly and they don't have to worry about their emergency brake locking up their rear tires and not being able to move. So get that on there, then we can put the rear end on the ground. We're done with the rear end, we can spin the car around and start on the front end, and within an hour or two we'll be done with it. Alrighty.